Welcome to the Prospectors Radio Show, the talk show for our community. Please welcome Rich Cooley, Indiana Gold Hunter Dennis Dayton, Kathleen Biffle, and your host, Tim Grimes.
All right, everybody, welcome back to another edition of Prospector Radio. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, first off. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. First off, we got Miss Kathleen Biffle here with us tonight. How are you, Kathleen?
Hey, doing great.
Doing great. Did you get out this weekend any?
We did a day trip, and let me tell you, when you do those day trips, they are grueling.
Okay.
Because you have to put all your stuff in the creek, and then you don't want to do anything. We didn't even come up to eat or anything.
Wow.
And we were just dredging one run right after another, and that was 8 straight hours.
See, I was going to ask, what makes your day trips harder than your weekend trips? You would think your weekend trips would be harder on you, but
no, the weekend trips are easier because you get the rest.
Right.
You know you're going to be there for more than one day, so you don't try to do all your dredging in one day.
True. You're not.
Well, that and it's called having to unload your gear when you first get there, and then after dredging for 8 hours, load everything right back up and drive out.
Yeah.
That's what makes it really hard.
That's the hard part.
You at least need one night so you're not unloading and loading in the same day.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Yeah, makes sense. See? So that's perfectly understandable why it would be harder on you. Because, you're just...
And then we were starving.
Why didn't
Why
didn't you come out and eat at least?
Well, we just got everything was still loaded from the previous weekend.
Uh-huh.
So... for this to happen and for us to get back, we have responsibilities and stuff we got to get to. And that's just made it easy just not to worry about the food. I had almonds and a Red Bull.
Oh, that's just so filling.
I love almonds.
I had pork and beans.
There's another big filling combo right there. Pork and beans and Snapple. And almonds and Red Bull. God, you guys. Pure energy, huh? Why didn't somebody just run up to McDonald's or something and grab some?
Well, before we drove into town or to where we were, we stopped and got gas and wanted to get McDonald's sandwich for breakfast.
Right.
Shad goes inside. He's buying stuff, and I'm sitting out in the parking lot, and all of a sudden I see Dennis Dayton's face just he goes roar and scares me. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
He almost jumped in the driver's seat.
I almost had a heart attack.
I could imagine. Oh my god, you guys. So did you get a sandwich?
I ended up getting a breakfast sandwich,
Okay,
yes.
So you did have a breakfast sandwich.
You always have to have breakfast.
Yeah, that helps. But
you really don't need lunch. You just snack throughout the day and then have a good dinner,
Right. But you burn it off quick when you're doing all that work. That's the thing.
I know. I was really not feeling that energetic by the end of the day.
Or you just start losing your strength because, you burned it off. It's like, geez, you should have just packed you some peanut butter sandwiches or something.
Yeah, but then, I should have.
I mean, you could have just went and sat on the bank for a minute and wolfed down 2 peanut butter sandwiches and drank a Red Bull and back at it. And but hey.
She does not allow breaks.
I know.
She's mean.
She's definitely dedicated.
Well, I don't know. Shad and John were just floating all around together, and they were like 2 peas in a pod. I take it. Shad had another dredging buddy, and they would go to this one spot, check it out. I guess they were prospecting, and trying to look for good locations, and then they came over and dredged next to me for a while, got some gold, and then they decided to take a walk together with dowsing rods. Then they came back, and the next thing you know, they drug their dredges.
No, jeez.
Well, we're checking other areas since Dennis was going to be there for another day.
Right.
So obviously we knew all the gold would be gone, so we had to find somewhere else for down the road.
But we all know the gold will never be gone. It just
you gotta always be thinking 2 steps ahead.
Yeah, right. No, and you guys do. That's a good thing, And like I said, you're dedicated. All of you are. You, Kathleen, Shad, Dennis, and
we just love it.
You killed it again. I'm happy you got out again, even if it was for a day trip. I know you always like to do the whole weekend when you can, but
I know.
At least you got a day in.
And then Memorial Weekend we'll be
doing something, right?
All of us together.
Mm-hmm.
So
doing
that'll
something.
be fun.
Heck yeah! See, so that'll be a good trip. We'll have fun. That's the thing. And no, you guys didn't have no technical issues, no breakdowns, no nothing.
No,
good.
I don't think we did we?
That's a good,
everything worked out.
Good.
No, just the soreness from the whip from Kathleen.
Whatever.
Getting enough gold.
Hey, I did have my first snake sighting
already
of the season.
Okay. Water snake?
Yeah. I don't know. A snake is a snake. I don't care. It's a snake.
Was he in the water?
It was a cobra.
Was it in the water with you?
It was in the water.
Okay.
Yeah. And I had to jump out of the water for a little bit.
Yeah, she paid me back. She screamed and I jumped.
Snake sightings by
Dennis
Kathleen.
jumps out. We're just standing there watching it. And then finally it goes by us. Like, don't make any sudden movements. They will chase you.
So the snake moved on and you went back in. Right?
Right. Yes.
Oh, there you go. See, I'm glad you got to go, Kathleen. And
the water was great.
Is it warming up now?
It was enough where I wore a tank top.
Well, I must say it's warming up then. Definitely.
Yeah.
Your hands were okay?
Hands were fine, except for I got to get new gloves again because I keep wearing out the fingertips, but,
But other than that, your hands didn't freeze, so that means
no. And my feet were fine, and the sun was out, and even though it was just really muggy, it felt like summer.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's why I was telling Shad earlier. It rained here. I figured that, if anybody went, they was getting rained on. And Shad said, no, it didn't rain down that way, so I'm glad it missed you guys. We got it here for sure, and I guess they're calling for it the next 7 days. It's like, really? Enough. Let's not have no rain for the holiday weekend, and it'll all be good. That's the main thing, right? Are you planning on going next weekend, Kathleen? Or are you going to rest?
I don't know. I really don't.
Too soon to tell yet?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Because the holiday weekend's not this weekend, it's the following weekend, right? In 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I have a lot of other things that I was wanting to get done, and got water plants for the waterfall and the koi pond.
Nice.
So got all those planted, and then I bought these herbs to plant, and they've been sitting out for 2 days, and they looked a little wilty, so I got to get those planted.
Yeah, you
better. Probably tomorrow.
Better get that done.
Yeah.
Yep, definitely. Well, Kathleen, I'm glad you got to go, and I'm glad you made it here tonight, as always. And
yes,
just want to thank you for being here, as always. Thank you. All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Also joining us, we got the other half of the Biffles. We got our very own Mr. Shad Biffle. How you doing, Shad?
Doing well, yourself?
Doing okay. So did you have fun playing around at the creek?
I did. I did, but man, I woke up sore. It was come like after we got done to load everything and carry it up out of the bank of the creek and stuff. It's like, holy cow. I was just wanting to fall over.
Yeah, that's the worst part on you. Because usually you rest the night, get up, load up, and then head home. So it's a little easier for you like that. That's rough. Especially you got.
Yeah, but it was fun.
I mean, you got a big dredge, Shad, so you got to deal with getting that in the truck and then Kathleen's, and yeah, it's a chore, I could imagine. But you had a good time. That's all that matters.
Oh yeah, it was a good time of hanging out with everybody and looking for that gold. So you can't beat that. And it was a beautiful day. So
did you find a little bit? You think?
Oh, I found a whole lot, a little bit.
Whole lot, a little bit.
whole lot of little bit.
We found some nice gold.
Did you find nice pieces?
We had a few nice pieces, but a lot of large peppery gold.
I wouldn't even call them pepper.
They were a little bigger than that.
They were like
pepper?
A couple small
chunks.
pickers, but it was just a lot. A whole lot of.
Use your dowsing rods again?
Oh my gosh.
Okay. I'm going to tell it and just put myself on the spot. So, Kathleen goes out there, of course, and she douses a spot to work in and gets good readings. She goes, "Hey, you want these?" I said, "No, we're winging it."
Uh-huh.
So, of course, when we we did this one area, and John, me, and even Dennis was nearby, but, after running for, probably only 30 minutes, really, we decided to check it, because we were just hitting, it was loose material, hitting the bottom really quick, so and it was going up an incline, the wrong direction than we thought it would be. So I looked in the boxes, like I had 4 pieces. That was it, 4 small ones. So Kathleen laughed at me and said, "That's what I get."
Yep.
That's right.
That's what he get.
So I used the dowsing rods later on in the day as we checked out other areas, just to do a little prospecting and see what the rest of the creek's like.
And?
Yeah, I'm not telling you.
Well, you gotta tell me, did you find you another good little spot?
Yeah, we did. We think a really good little spot.
Oh, okay, nice. What am I getting?
We didn't have much time to work in that one area, but what we did find, it's very promising.
Okay. That'll work.
I'll make sure I'll put you on the other end.
Okay. I'm getting feedback from your side, Shad, for some reason. Do you notice it?
Not at all.
Oh. Okay. Now I'm not. Weird. Strange.
Maybe it was you.
Who knows? Probably is. But you had fun. You got you a little bit of gold, and that's what counts. You're tired, but you'll survive. You're a youngster, so you're good. And your thoughts on next weekend? Do you want to take a weekend off before the holiday, or no?
I don't know. There's just a lot going on, so we'll have to play it by ear on what we can do.
Gotcha, buddy.
Yeah.
All right. Now I know also you always have your precious metal prices, so let's see how they done since Wednesday when we heard them. So
yeah, gold fell $3 to 1,317. I believe that was right about at the same on Wednesday, though. So they went up a little bit on Thursday, but dropped back down. Silver's down 6 cents to $16.62. Platinum down $3 to $921. And even our little buddy Palladium has fallen $7 to $987.
It's interesting. Yeah, gold had dropped $3 on Wednesday. It's what it was too. So dropped 3. Yeah, okay. Still, I think it was 1,312 on Wednesday, and now you said it's 1,317.
Yep.
Okay, so it went up a little and then dropped. All right, cool. We're still keeping an eye on it. All right. You ready, Shad? For your
always.
For Dennis.
Dennis ready.
Make sure you put a coin in the jukebox and let's get it on.
Do not turn video on. This time, Dennis. Here you go. Take it away, Dennis.
Happy birthday to you.
Don't.
Happy birthday
Oh, no.
Video's coming.
to you.
It's buffering.
Buffering.
Buffer.
To you.
Oh, it's dark.
It's dark.
Oh,
No
no.
light. We're safe.
Happy birthday to you.
Thank you, Dennis.
I don't know what's worse.
I
Seeing
don't.
it in broad daylight or at dark there. Dark's a little more creepier
Dark
if you
was
ask
creepy.
me.
I couldn't tell what he was doing.
I don't want to know.
I don't either.
All right, so May 13th birthdays. We have Alan Peterson, Dwight Nivens, Jack Livingston, Joseph Ellsworth Schroeder, Kill Hillbilly Bill Stone, Luke, Mac, Matt Milliken, Mike Jacobson, Nate, Robert Murray, Sean Zwick, and Tyson Engel. And tomorrow we have Arthur H. Wright and Bob Threet.
Well, happy birthday,
Happy
everybody.
birthdays.
Yeah, very cool. Well, Shad, thank you for being here, brother, and great job on the birthdays and medal, as always. We appreciate it. And just like I said, thanks again for being here, bud. All right. Now, last but not least, our little buddy, the Indiana Gold Hunter himself, Dennis. Pull my finger, Dayton. How are you there, Dennis?
I am doing good. I'm doing really good.
Doing really good. Do you have a fun weekend?
I tell you what, I had all my toys loaded.
Mm-hmm.
I had my 3-inch, my 2-inch,
Mm-hmm.
my Gold Hog Mini. I had it all loaded.
Mm-hmm.
Ready to go.
Right. And then?
And then, well, then went out and absolutely killed it.
Think so? Or you know so?
Oh, yeah.
You know so?
Oh, I know so.
Gold fears you, don't it, Dennis?
Do what?
I said gold fears you, doesn't it? 'Cause
Yes.
it knows you're going to capture it. So you did good.
Well, I bring it all just in case, because you never know. I mean, you know, wherever I go, I might hit a creek and be able to take the 3-inch out, or I might hit a place that's got, you know, some bedrock and cracks. That's where the little 2-inch backpack comes in handy.
Right.
Or, you know, if it's not a very big creek at all, you know, something that you really can't put a dredge in. I got, and it's nice to have that when I go Hog Mini, because I use that to run my, you know, my dredge cons and stuff anyway. So I always have that. But it also serves, you know, like if you get to a creek where, you know, it's just a real small creek, that's perfect to have.
Sure. Oh, yeah, definitely. You know, without a doubt. That's the key. So how long?
And
go ahead.
I think I've done pretty good so far. I've got, you know, as we're trying to help the OSPA get memberships, and I got them a membership bill from Cincinnati last week, and Corey for this week. He's sending off his application, and
well, good job, Dan.
so, man, if I could get one a week for those guys, you know what I mean, to help them out with, because I mean, I know, you know, those claims aren't cheap.
No.
So.
No, that's true. So good job, though, because I don't know how many more they need. I know they was looking for so many, right, in the beginning to help take care of this bills claim thing. So
Yeah.
I don't know how many more they need.
I'm trying to help all I can,
Well,
spread the
you're
word,
definitely
and
doing a
help
good
them
job.
guys get memberships, you know.
Well, you're doing a good job. You've got them 2 more. You know, way to go. Heck yeah. Good job, Dennis. You're on.
Thank you.
You're on top. You're welcome. You know, man, that is great. So when did you go? Did you go Friday or Saturday?
Yeah, I got down Friday evening, and we're there, and basically actually, I just pulled in the driveway right before, you know, we do our pregame.
Right.
Because I did not want to leave. I almost decided to stay.
Oh, really?
And say, well, I'm not going to make the show this week.
I need one more day. Right? You must have been in a good spot then.
Now, I tell you what, it would take a lifetime to, you know, because I mean, there's 3 claims there, and there's a lot. It would take forever. It'd take a lifetime to really, you know, I think do really any damage to them and stuff like that. But I tell you one thing we did do. We in the center, you know, one of the creeks, you know, because, you know, you try to fill your holes in, but the center of the creek where we were at had a really deep hole right out in the center.
Right.
So what we did is where we dredged, basically just moved the hole from here to here, but it's, you know, it's not as deep in either spots now.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a good thing.
Gotcha. That's cool.
Yeah, we filled it because that other one was really deep.
Right. So you were dredging, you were just chucking into that hole?
Yeah.
Trying to fill that one in? Good job. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you know, you got to fill in a hole. There's still I wouldn't call it a hole. They're just a deep, well, I guess you could call it a hole.
Yeah, but I know what you're talking about, you know. It's not like a hole, but it's a hole.
It was just there. So
right.
And then now you're talking about Now you're talking about there's rain in the forecast there in the next 7 days or something?
That's what if I go to my weather right now, it's showing rain, all the way up to next Sunday.
Well, if it rains there, you're not going to be able to tell anyone was there then.
No,
so
it's showing rain Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Goodness gracious.
It's like, are
you
serious? Yep, that's what it's showing. I mean, who knows? It can change, but...
Oh, and I've seen that. Actually, John, I know when I was talking to John over the weekend, he said when he was there dredging, he was up on the north end, and I guess where they let the dam loose or something up the river, he was in the creek, and I think Carrie was there, and I think this was last year when this happened. I think it was last year. And they were dredging, and he said all of a sudden, even with the motors running, you could hear a roar.
Oh, geez.
And he said he saw it come around the corner, and finally it like threw the dredges over to one side, and they're trying to get them up out of there, and and then he showed me video of it. And man, I cannot believe how when that creek floods, does it do some damage?
Oh yeah, yeah. That's for sure. I mean, you would think there'd be some kind of a warning siren that they're going to release it, you know?
That's what we talked about. You know, you would think that they would, there would be a siren that would go off.
Yeah,
or something.
Like a tornado siren. There should be one of them that shows we're releasing the dam. Get out the water, people.
Oh, yeah. He said it just in no time. It was, I think, like within 30 minutes, it went from, well, you know how the creek normal is, and it went from that up to running up over the banks.
Gee, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But I believe it too, because I've heard stories about it, happening down there. So you just never know.
Yeah, you don't ever know.
No, you just got to watch, especially if it's raining in certain areas. It could just get bad down there real quick, So I don't know. I'm glad you went though. Got out, had you a good time. Paula didn't go with you.
Yeah, she went.
Oh, good. Okay. Good. Nice. Did she run her little Gold Hog Mini?
Well, yeah, she did.
Cool.
She ran the Mini.
Nice. I know she's...
Not for very long, but she ran the Mini.
All right. Is that the first time Paula's been there?
To that one, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because she always goes with us to Gold Rush Days,
right?
To the Swank, and then the Norris, and then Double D. And she'd never been to Bill's.
Oh, well, what'd she think?
Or never been to the OSPA, I should say.
Did she like it?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, it was nice.
That's good. I didn't know if she'd been there before. I wasn't sure. But I'm glad she liked it, and she got to see Kathleen and.
Oh, yeah.
See? Good. I'm good. Sounds like you had a good time, man.
I did. I had a really, really, really good time. It was fun, and, can't thank enough to the OSPA and for retaining those claims. And, because, it's a good place to go,
It is. Right. It is. You're right. It definitely is. It's a nice place. We always have liked it down there.
I'm lucky to make it down there a couple times a year anyway, so usually there a couple times, and usually I try to go over to the Double D a couple times, and then we go to usually go to Gold Rush Days, and there's another one at the Swank. What is that called?
They're the Fossick.
Is that the Fossick?
Fossick, which is coming up in June, actually.
Oh yeah, yeah. Half a dozen times a year or less is what I make it over to Ohio.
Oh yeah, you've made it to the Fossick and the Gold Rush quite a few times. Those are the bigger...
Well, quite a few times, but a couple times every year.
Right, those are the bigger events that you always attend, but you don't usually get to prospect much at them.
No, I don't. I really don't. No. I mean,
socializing.
It's a lot of meet and greet and talk and.
Oh yeah, socializing and just hanging out and catching up with people and things like that. So it's crazy. But it's a good
And
time.
it's just like, this weekend, I probably didn't get started till, what time did you guys roll in, Kathleen? What was it, like 10:30, 11?
I think it was around 10.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a good time.
And then
When we got in the creek.
They were in the water dredging before I even was. So, I mean, if you really even look at the time that I'm in that water, I'm really not in there a whole lot because, I bring the wife and it's nice to relax. And
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he didn't run as many times as we did on Saturday.
No. He didn't power dredge for 8 hours. He just,
Right, because he knew he was going to be there
Right.
Sunday.
Yeah,
so.
true. So he just dredged a little bit, get out, take a break.
See what I mean? These day trips, they
Yeah.
kill you.
Yeah, the day trips are definitely the tough ones. But
I wish we could have camped with him and Paula, though. That would have been nice.
Yeah, because you always
And we got to meet Corey.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I was going to ask, did you get any video of Dennis, Kathleen? But I'm going to say no because you didn't have time.
I don't, but I hear that there may be a scandalous photo coming out soon.
Oh, okay.
And that's where I'll leave it.
Okay. All right. Yeah, tell me more later when you
But
can.
poor Paula has to take it, so that's where I'm going to leave it.
Oh, no.
There's that laugh.
Oh, no. Goodness gracious. All right. Well, I would say I can't wait to see this, but I'm good. I can wait. I'll see it when it happens, for sure. And dang. Well, Dennis, I'm glad you made it, brother. I'm glad you decided to leave the pleasure of the creek and make it here to the show tonight. We appreciate it, as always. And,
Cool.
And you're going to do your Snapple Dapple trivia, ain't you?
Yeah, I got to try to find it real quick.
Well, find it because we're getting ready to do our first break. So you want to do one for the first break, right? You always do.
Oh,
I
crap.
thought you said it was in your pocket. Didn't you say it was in your pocket?
Yeah, I did, but I don't... Where did I set my Snapple Fun Facts at? I just had them in my pocket, and... Hang on a second.
Okay.
Where's my Snapple jar at, hon?
I have no idea right now. Right here.
Okay, she's bringing me my Snapple jar. We'll just do a random draw.
Random trivia one. Well,
Random.
So it was.
Here we go. Okay. Whoa,
That's a
one just fell
Snapple
out there.
jar.
Let me dig deep for one.
Good Lord.
Okay. Let's see if this one's worthy.
Is it worthy?
Oh, we said that one before. I can't believe I still have that.
Yeah,
What
well,
the
you
heck?
still got it. Throw it away when you read them. Get rid
Yeah, it is.
of it. What about this one?
Well, I guess I could go with this one. It's kind of stupid, but
Is it? It's all right. Doesn't matter.
well, we'll do this one.
How about that one?
This one, okay. Let's try this one. Let me look.
All right, Google machines.
Here we go. Here's a trivia.
Okay, let's hear this trivia.
Antarctica is actually the world's largest desert, covering how many square miles?
That's the question?
That's the question.
All right.
Antarctica is actually the world's largest desert,
Wow. Okay.
covering how many square miles?
Ooh, that's a tough one. All right, we'll be right back, everybody.
Do you like to mine for gold? Enjoy prospecting a nice crack in the bedrock? Enjoy getting outdoors to camp, fish, hunt, and hike on your public lands? You plan your trip, load the gear, grab the dog, put the family in the truck, and drive off to a locked gate. A sign says you cannot enter or access your own public lands. Mining claims and public land owned by we the people are being designated as off limits by our own government every single day. Are you concerned about the direction our government government is going? Are you tired of seeing no access, no entry signs on your lands? We are, and we are fighting back. We are AMRA, America Mining Rights Association, the fastest growing small mining advocacy association in America. AMRA is a 501c3 not-for-profit formed by miners, hunters, off-roaders, retired military men, and women to stop the insanity. AMRA was formed to educate, unite, and help the small miners and public land users on their rights. Rights given to us by God. Do you want access to great mining claims? For a small tax-deductible donation to their Miners Legal Fund, your family gains access to proven excellent mining claims across America for an entire year. AMRA challenges the USFS, BLM, EPA, and the other agencies intent upon stopping you from enjoying your own lands. You are who pays these people's wages. It is time they listen to us. We need to unite. And that is what AMRA is doing. As you sit here right now, thousands of acres of public lands are being closed, locked, and blocked from use by you. Are you fed up yet? Join us. Get in on this fight and let's restore America to what our families fought and died for. Freedom. Just visit AmericanMiningRights.com. AmericanMiningRights.com. Also, check us out on Facebook at American Mining Rights Association. AmericanMiningRights.com.
Just stopped by on my way home to show you all my gold.
You've been digging into some Jimbo's gold pay dirt.
Yeah, Jimbo's gold made me a hero.
Huh?
Got an amazing idea and supplies on sale from Jimbo's website. With bad weather, bored kids, and stressed wife, I threw a panning party for the kids and their friends. All the moms got a break, kids had a blast. Hero.
Happy kids, happy wife, great gold. That's why Jimbo's Gold is always my first choice.
Did you teach panning or share your prospecting knowledge? Then you are our hero. Tell us your story for a chance to receive a hero's reward at www.jimbosgold.com/hero.
All right, everybody, we're back. Okay, Dennis.
Closer now.
Okay, let's see. Have we had any answers?
Oh, there was a lot. It started with a half a milli, 14 million square kilometers, 5.4 million, 5.5 million. Let me know if any of them's close.
Yeah, they got whoever Googled 5.5. You got it right.
5.5.
Yep. So Antarctica is actually the world's largest desert, covering 5.5 million square miles.
That would have been Jonathan Perrett. But that's Hook. 5.5 million miles. Now Ronnie Outlaw Gold had 5.4 million miles, so it was close. The Google machine strikes again. Antarctica is a desert? Dennis.
I guess so.
I thought
that's what it says.
Frozen, barren wasteland.
Frozen desert.
Frozen desert, huh? Interesting.
Yep.
That's a strange one. I did not know that. I didn't know it was a desert. And Jonathan said no Google.
Yeah, right.
He's just a wealth of knowledge. That's all. Right? Right, Hook? That's what it is.
That's we'll call it that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Wealth of knowledge. Very good. All right, well, tonight we don't have no Cooley's Corner because our very own Rich Cooley is at a graduation tonight, so he's not going to be here. So Kathleen is going to do a closer look with a K with Kathleen Biffle. So Kathleen, if you're ready.
Was that my intro?
Yes, you can take it away.
Yes, okay. Well, happy Mother's Day, everybody. Hope everyone's enjoying it. I know I had a nice, relaxing Mother's Day, and thank you, Shad and the kids.
Awesome.
So anyway, tonight I wanted to relate the closer look into the holiday today and kind of give you a closer look into the term mother lode.
Okay.
Of course, we've all heard everyone say, I hit the mother lode. Well, and we all know when someone says that, this person's more than likely discovered a really big fortune,
right,
if you will.
Okay.
But did you ever wonder where this odd expression came from?
Yeah.
I always did. So I Googled it.
You Googled it.
No, I took a closer look at different things. And so, in the honor of Mother's Day, let's explore this phrase to take a closer look of where and why this phrase was used. Okay. The phrase mother lode refers to the place where the largest amount of rich veins of gold exists, as we know. It's used metaphorically to refer to the origin of something, either valuable or there's a bunch of it. In the United States, we commonly know it as a name given to the hard rock gold deposits that stretch northwest to southwest in the Sierra Nevada area of California. Mm-hmm. And, of course, we lovingly call it the California Gold Rush. Mm-hmm. Well, according to most sources, the term mother lode was first used near the town of Nashville in El Dorado County, and this was in 1848. Nashville was one of the first quartz mining locations in this area. However, this is not really the first time that this term was used. So we're going to go back in time, before the California Gold Rush.
Okay.
So the term actually comes from a literal translation of the Spanish word Vida Madre. I think I said it right. Mm-hmm. Vida Madre. Okay. This term was commonly used in old Mexican mining. The Vida Madre, or Vida Madre, Mother Vein, as it's known. It's not really just a mine. It's the name, kind of how it's the area it's like 6.8 miles. It's a silver vein, and it was discovered in 1548, sorry. Mm-hmm. In Guanajuato. Yeah, I think that's how you say it. New Spain, which, as we know today as Mexico. Oh. In fact, many of the silver mines in this city, they're located on the Vida Madre. This was the first, if you will, in quotes, mother lode. Huh. And more about the Vida Madre. The deposits seem to be coming from the Vida Madre fault. And the principal ore in this Guanajuato mining district appears to be a deflection of this fault. And it caused a lot of fractures in the rock. The sloping and the rotational movements along the fault surface has produced wide zones of shattering, and shattered zones next to the faults are the very, very productive mines areas with the silver ore deposits. Mm-hmm. So they say that there may be a link between the northwest trending Gulf of California, which follows a joining line of a continuation of the San Andreas fault. So this mining district in Mexico is located at the southern end of what used to be known as the Chichimeca Empire. Okay. This was colonized back in 1540. Sorry. All right. So that area, I mean, that was I knew that there were silver mines, but I just didn't really know where and why, and to know that, that's where the original mother lode term came from. I thought that was really interesting. So I learned a lot. I learned a lot with this one.
That is interesting. I didn't know where it
came from. Anyway, it's not known if the indigenous peoples of the Spanish colonists first beginning mining in the region. I think it's kind of vague of which one started it.
Right.
But in 1548, they say that the first silver vein was discovered, and the vein was called San Bernabe. They said it was discovered by a local mule driver. Uh-huh. And in those early days, the silver ore, they had to hand mine that stuff.
Oh, wow.
And then they had to transport it by mule to another city where they would mill it. Mm-hmm. So that was a lot of work.
Yeah, that's a whole lot of work for silver.
Yeah,
not gold.
Well, the area has been known for another innovation. And I think I talked about this on a fun fact once, but I didn't correlate the two until today. But in 1726, Don Jose Sardinera Legaspi, that's a big name.
Yep.
He introduced gunpowder, and that's how they, did the blasting. And remember when we were talking about dynamite and how it was discovered?
Right.
It came about from this mining era.
That whole thing.
So kind of like our gold rush had a lot of neat little inventions.
Sure.
So did
the
silver mine rush.
There you go.
But anyway, production in this area for silver stopped around 1810 and it went all the way to 1868, where they didn't mine at all, and it was the result of their war of independence.
Oh, okay.
So, 1868 is kind of where the history part stopped with this place. Mm-hmm. But the area's been mined for centuries. Even today, it is still an active mining district. It employs 1,200 men annually in the mines, although production is now limited to approximately 3 million ounces of silver annually. So that is what it is today.
Yeah, only 3 million ounces?
Yeah, only
Holy
3.
Cow.
Yeah,
That's
3 million ounces.
Yeah.
So, how did California get associated with the term mother lode? Yes. Well, as I said earlier, the term started in California, near Nashville. Mm-hmm. The mother lode is also known as the California Gold Belt, which I think is somewhat misleading because this gold belt actually has several divisions as opposed to one big giant section of gold-bearing veins. So that's roughly the description that I saw. Throughout the gold belt, all of the veins are somewhat interlaced. The veins will range from 1 to 10 feet in thickness. Mm-hmm. It consists of quartz with some calcite and anchorite. I think I said that right.
Anchorite?
Anchorite, yeah.
Okay.
So these veins fill minor thrust faults and contain several generations of quartz. These ore chutes may vary, as I said, in size and shape, and even the distribution of gold within these chutes are very erratic. So it's not always, consistent. Mm-hmm. California's mother lode was very productive, as we know. One of the two most productive districts extended through the counties of El Dorado, Amador, Calaveras, Tulum, and Mariposa. Mm-hmm. And that's what's been known as the mother lode gold belt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so there's more on this, and I took even a closer look into the California mother lode.
A closer look.
A closer
A super close look.
And soon to introduce the closest look.
Well, let's hear the closer look.
Oh, goodness. Okay, so the distinguishing characteristics of the mother lode are described as a uniform strike north to northwest, uniform dip east or northeast at a rather steep angle, and association with certain rocks of slaty or schistose character, particularly Mariposa clay, Mariposa clay slate, altered andesites, and altered perotite and serpentine, which I don't know what that is.
Me neither.
But they're basically describing like what the lode material is, what it consists of.
Gotcha.
So anyway, all of this stuff was subjected to great compressive stresses, what they call hydrothermal alteration, along the district overthrust fault zone, which has given access to mineralizing. There it is. solutions from deep-seated sources. So the term lode is applicable in this vein system. So how did the gold get there? Well, about 400 million years ago, California wasn't land. It was instead at the bottom of the ocean. Well, the Pacific shoreline was actually in present-day Utah and Arizona, which was kind of interesting. To the west, they had large volcanic islands, which erupted ash and lava into the open seafloor, and that's, how California became to be. Hot springs in the ocean floor built up in huge deposits of sulfide mineral deposits, varying from times. I mean, you're looking at a long time. Sure. Between 400 and 200 million years, so it's not like you could watch this happen.
Right, yeah, that's a long time. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so, with all of this stuff, the crustal forces, of course, we all know about the folding of the plates, the rocks scraped off the seafloor and collected from many of these volcanic eruptions became the metamorphic rocks that make up the bedrock of the Mother Lode region.
Oh, okay.
Beginning about 200 million years ago, massive shifts of these tectonic plates caused the seafloor crust to be pushed underneath the American continent. This is where it heated into a bunch of molten masses of magma, and these zones are in modern times responsible for all of these volcanoes and all of the violent earthquakes that go through the Andes mountain regions. Mm-hmm. So the molten rock forced its way up through the crust and slowly cooled. And then that's where the water comes into from rain and snow would soak into the ground in this region. And then this, with the elevated temperatures, the water would dissolve and leaving behind all of the minerals like your quartz, gold, silver, copper, and zinc.
Okay. Got it.
So that's how basically the state of California was formed, and that's how the Mother Lode came to be.
The Mother Lode in California came to be.
Mm-hmm. And that's why that area, like, I think there's hot springs around that area, like near Reno and Carson City. So it's really amazing to I mean, I'm sure I didn't get into the very, very technical terms of this article. If you want to look it up, it's a University of Arizona study, okay. I do believe, that I tapped into. So I thought that was kind of interesting.
It is interesting. Always is. Pretty cool, though. So that's how they got their Mother Lode, and the gold come from the ocean.
Yeah, okay. and you know how we were talking about ocean mining and everything, and well, there's something to be said about that.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, the Bering Sea gold folks know.
Yeah. Interesting. All right, like it.
So anyway, I guess twice in the last 100 million years, there were two mountain building events, if you will, but that's how the Sierra Nevada mountains came to be. Mm-hmm. And so we all know that California was a source of more than 106 million troy ounces of gold. Gold was extracted through, as we know, placer mining in the sand, gravels, and the surface. Some folks did hydraulic mining, which, as we know, is when you wash away hillsides.
Right.
Surface gold was quickly exhausted at this time. So the 49ers had to become, they're always thinking, they became aware that gold had to be coming from somewhere in the bedrock because they were finding it, in the streams. They found quickly that the gold was associated with quartz veins, and that this became, hard rock mining. The first attempts actually started in 1849 at Mariposa. Eventually, the mines would become the biggest producers of gold in the Mother Lode region. So hard rock mines in the Mother Lode region, they were operating for about 100 years until a presidential order during World War II shut most of them down in 1942.
Oh, okay.
Hard rock mining accounts for about 60% of gold produced in the Mother Lode and Sierra foothills. Foothills.
Did you say footholds?
All right. I did say I don't even know if that's a word.
It is. It's military lingo, though, to gain a foothold in.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, Kathleen. Okay, sorry.
All right. So following the shutdown of these mines, most mining operations stopped. It was the historic gold production was a historic low in California. So, and then as we also know that by the early 1970s, when the United States removed controls on the price of gold and its value rose sharply, but by 1980, price per ounce reached more than $600 per ounce, and the attention of the mining industry again turned to the mother lode. But by the middle of 1980, several mines were once again in operation. So instead of following tunnels now, and like the miners in the past did, that's when they started the huge open pits,
right?
Which they would just collect all the ore, not just the high grade, and then that's when they process it and crush it, and I think the cyanide solution would dissolve any gold or copper, and then they would percolate this solution to the base of the heap, and that's where it's collected and processed and removed, and the gold is removed. So that in a nutshell. I'm sure it gets really technical, but
right.
I didn't want to bore you with that. So, unfortunately for those mines when they opened, the price of gold did not remain high enough to justify the cost in operating the mines. Carson Hill mine was closed in 1989, and the Harvard mine near Sonora closed in 1994. So throughout the 90s, the price of gold continued just to either be stagnant or drop. The steep rise in value of gold since 2002 has raised more interest in renewing mining again. But as we know, in California, now they are would be faced with more regulatory obstacles. So
true.
But anyway, for those of you who are traveling to California or live there, who probably know, but you can still visit. I guess you can get a map of the old Mother Lode district and visit different cities that's on there. And I think they even talk about ghost towns too that may still be there. I thought that would be kind of interesting to see. If you ever want to do your own little tour. But some of the towns of note, Mariposa. Is it Mariposa? Mariposa. Is that where Shane Poe live?
Mariposa County, yes.
Yeah, so that's where Shane Poe lives. This is one of the cities on the Mother Lode. It's located in the southern part of the Mother Lode. In fact, the first gold quartz was mined right here in this town. The town had its origin in the spring of 1849 when prospectors seeking gold along the streams and gulches of the Mariposa Hills, they settled along the flat-bordering Mariposa Creek. And the name Mariposa is Spanish for butterfly. I thought that was cool.
Oh, Shannon lives in Butterfly County. That's cute. It goes with his tattoo he has on his rear.
Is that why he has a butterfly?
That is why. Yep.
Butterfly County.
Right.
Good one, guys.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, so it's still a town, but it's nothing like it used to be. But it is far from a ghost town. You can still see mining camps around the area, like Mormon Bar and Bootjack.
Huh.
Yes.
Now,
that's
Kathleen, when you guys went to California for the Amber dinner that one year, was that in Mariposa?
I think so.
Yeah, that was.
It was. Yeah, near Yosemite and.
Well, that's Coulterville, where we went up to Shannon's.
Well, actually, that's another town on this Mother Lode map. Coulterville is, and I'll get to that one in a sec.
Okay. All right. Sorry, I interrupted. I just was trying.
No, that's okay.
Put a couple of things together.
I need a break. I'm going to take a drink of water.
Get your drink of water. There you go. I was thinking about that. I was thinking, that's where you guys went for the Amra show that one year?
I think the show is actually, it started with like a tea or something. God, I'm drawing a blank now.
Dennis, do you remember?
What is it? Remember, what did you just say?
Where you guys went to the Amra dinner that one year?
Oh, I don't.
Turlock, I think it was.
Turlock.
Yeah.
Turlock was where the dinner was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got
And then we prospected up near
in Coulterville.
Coulterville area. Yeah.
So it was a good area. Okay.
I thought it was Greeley
yeah.
Hill or something like that.
Yeah, Greeley Hill was the...
Yeah, that was a little town. Yeah, but it's around that area. All of that's really nearby. So that's one of the towns.
Okay.
There's other towns of note. I mean, there was a whole list of them, but I didn't have time to go through all of them.
Right.
But 6 miles west of Mariposa, this is the location of the once prosperous mining camp Aqua Fria. That means cold water.
Okay.
My Spanish.
Your Spanish is improving.
Wait, what is it? Aqua
Is it?
Frina?
Fria.
Fria.
Aqua Fria.
Oh.
Cold water, right?
Yeah,
Oh.
I guess.
I don't know. I'm guessing. Aqua.
Aqua.
Water free
I thought it was
is cold.
agua.
Water
Yeah,
cold.
cold water. You're right.
Water cold, maybe. Huh.
Yeah, so it must be cold there. So,
Water's cold.
during the early days of the gold rush, it was heavily populated. For a time, following the establishment of Mariposa County under the territorial government, it was the first county seat, although it was soon replaced by Mariposa.
Okay.
Mount Bullion. This is located 5 miles north of Mariposa. It was first known as La Manita. La Manita. And then, until around the turn of the century, it was known as Princeton. The Princeton mine is a notable thing of note for that town. It was developed from a discovery in 1852. It was one of the largest producers in the region at the time. Another town, Mount Ophir. I hope I said that right. This town was established in 1851, and it's located a few miles north of Mount Bullion.
Mm-hmm.
This was an historic mint location, which I thought this was kind of neat.
Okay.
There was a rich mine nearby that would make $50 hexagonal slugs. And this was officially sanctioned by Congress as legal United States coins. These were manufactured here for a short time, although a number of other private concerns in California issued gold coins at about the same time. These were permitted, but they were not officially recognized by the federal government. The issuance of the coins by private concerns grew out of the need for a more convenient means of exchange than traditional gold dust. Because you know how people would just pay for stuff with gold dust.
Get a pinch out of their poke.
And at the time, there was not a U.S. mint, so in the state. So that's when they decided to make their own.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's made from real gold, right?
Yeah, as long as it was made from real gold, it shouldn't
It's
matter.
gold.
It's still gold. That's right.
So I would love to get my hands on one of those things. I think that would be neat.
That would be neat.
I say if it looks like gold, smells like gold, tastes like gold, it's gold.
That's right.
They were worth $50, and they were hexagon. I'm assuming, since but I never seen one, and I would love to. That I want to add that to my bucket list of things to find in an antique store.
Oh,
yeah, good luck.
Yeah.
Hey, I found one of those coins, those brothel coins.
Yeah, but
and they didn't work.
That's just a
whatever.
A gold hexagon $50 coin. Ooh. When did they make them, Kathleen? What year was it? Did it say the year?
Well, the town was 1851, so it's gonna probably be around the same time.
that's worth a god-awful amount of money
Yeah.
now. Or just from the historical,
Oh, God, yeah.
not to mention the gold content for it to be a $50 piece.
Yeah.
I wonder how many's even left in existence. There's probably not even many of them.
They probably melted them all down.
Probably.
If our government got a hold of them, which they
Yeah.
probably tried to track down as much as possible,
Right.
they
Yeah.
probably did that, melted them, and took them back, you know.
Yeah, one of them coins could be worth millions of dollars.
Millions. So.
Millions.
And, you know, in the history itself, I think would
yeah.
be worth having one of
Oh,
those.
yeah.
Not just
That'd be
for the
cool
fact that
for
they're
your,
worth a lot of money, but
Yeah,
that,
it'd
it's
just
just neat.
cool to have in a display cabinet for sure. Wouldn't
Yeah.
it? Oh, heck yeah. I wonder if somebody Google that and find out if there's any of them left and
Yeah.
if there's any images.
They're
and-
$50 hexagonal slugs, and this was made in Mount Orphir, Ophir.
Somebody find that out. Let's find out a little more about these $50 hexagonal slugs. I want to know if there's any left.
The approximate value is $75,000 and up, depending on condition.
Ooh.
Ask who the assayer was, rarity, and ownership list, because evidently
Oh, yeah.
there is records kept.
Oh.
Sure, because if somebody famous
Let me
owned
see what
one
they
of
look
them.
like.
You want to see a picture?
Yeah, I want to
You
see
got a picture of it?
Oh,
It's
that's
easy
pretty
just to
cool.
Google.
Yeah.
Really
Google
cool
it.
looking.
Looks kind of neat.
That is cool. $75,000. Does it say
And,
how much they weighed, Shad? Does it say that?
Uh,
Was it like an ounce of gold or?
Let me
That'd be
see.
kind of heavy.
Well, yeah.
Would you carry that in your wallet?
And the one that I found, this was made in 1915.
Okay.
It was a $50 pan-pack octagonal regular striped gold coin for the United States. $50 gold piece,
Okay.
right? It weighed 83.59 grams.
Okay. So
It
that's
is a rarer one. And what was the auction? That one sold at auction for over $200,000.
Holy, whoa, man.
People are saying post pics, so maybe you can post it on the.
$289,671.
Wow.
And that was in 1915. So just think, 1851, if it was a rare one, how much that one is would
Man.
command. So if you
Sure.
come across it, keep it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stick it in your pocket. Yeah. But if somebody famous owned it, it'd be worth even more. You know? Gosh, darn. That's crazy. Whew. Interesting, Kathleen. That is cool. Shad gonna
Oh.
post a picture. Oh, he
Shad
did.
just took a closer look of the closer look.
He
I went
did.
the closest.
He took the closest.
now
look.
he's the closest.
I'm gonna click this picture. I want to see what it looks like. I'm sorry.
Yeah, if you go to that link, that's the
Oh.
National Museum of American History from the Smithsonian.
Okay.
And so it kind of talks about the 1851
Right.
coin.
That's a nice
If you
looking
get the
coin.
picture.
I like it. That would look good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this will tell you something. If you look down at all the physical description, measurements, ID, catalog number, and stuff, it also says the credit line, the estate of Josiah K. Lilly.
Okay.
So that's who gave this coin to the Smithsonian to be displayed.
Oh, okay. I got you. Is
I
that
wonder
true?
if that guy's.
Well, I guess I will have to scratch that off my bucket list.
Yeah.
Not because I found it, but because, you know,
Think about it.
forget about it.
Somebody might have dropped it out there, and you just got to dig it up.
Oh, maybe metal detecting in California.
Yeah, maybe.
Are you allowed to?
Yeah, in some spots. So you know.
Well, it's a
Some
battery.
spot.
It's not a combustible in motor, so you
Okay.
should be allowed to.
Okay. Right. Unless they classify.
But you have to.
They
You have
might-
to wear like slippers.
They might classify it as a
Dude,
dredge,
serve the-
Kathleen.
You just don't, follow the rules of metal detecting. Don't disturb the ground. Then yeah,
Sure,
I don't
just-
see why not.
Yeah, unless, like I said, they classify it as a dredge, and you can't use it. Other than that, you're all right. That is cool. Thank you, Shad, for the closest.
Yeah,
look.
thank you for the closest.
Well, I posted another link of another coin that sold at auction for $276,000, but it's a little article too, so it gives a little more info on it.
Huh,
Crazy,
I say.
crazy, I tell you.
Crazy. Man.
And think, if you look at just what $50 was worth in 1851, it's only like $1,500.
So it's like probably an ounce.
This is a gold coin, and the rarity and the significance of it, you're getting over 200 grand.
Wow. So that's how many ounces is that? I'm not good.
What, 89 grams? So it's like what, 2.5 or a little over 2 1/3 or something, somewhere in there, off the top of my head.
Yeah, almost 3 ounces. So it'd be a stout little coin. That'd be kind of heavy.
It'd be heavy.
It would be,
right?
Heck yeah.
2 3/4 ounces.
Wow.
That would be so cool to have.
Yes, it would. I want one too.
Let's go shopping at the Smithsonian, shall we?
Oh gosh. Then I'll be doing a fun fact about that.
Yeah.
I need somebody to bring a hammer, another one duct tape.
That is cool.
And then I'll need Dennis just to run around with the shirt off.
Right, to distract them. Yep.
Oh, I can do that.
Dennis
You're the decoy.
Dennis is the distraction.
Oh gosh.
Very cool.
Well, there's 2 other cities worth noting if Shad's finished.
Are you done with your
the closest look?
Are you done with your closest look?
Well, it gave me a little break.
It does. And it helps.
Yeah.
All right, continue.
A couple other cities worth noting on the Mother Lode region. There were a lot, but I'm just picking out a few.
Right.
Hornitos. In Hornitos, they have narrow streets left. You can find crumbling masonry walls, heavy iron shutters. This area, it was very hectic back in the day. Mm-hmm. The name Hornitos itself means little ovens.
Huh.
It refers to the oven-like tombs of stone in which the original Mexican inhabitants placed their dead.
Okay.
The town was established by 1850 by a group of lawless miners, mostly Mexicans who had been requested, and they put that in quotes, to leave Courtsburg by law, and they came here to start this town. The offenders merely transferred their activities to this town. So for a time, it was really like the Wild West. Law-abiding citizens started settling there, and then they gained control of the town and government, and it was considered to be one of the wildest spots in the region. I guess its early history has a bunch of... It's very bloody, and there's some crazy tales, and I read a couple of them, but I just thought they were too violent
to share.
So you look it up if you want to take even a closest look on your own.
Closest.
Hornitos. It's Hornitos, and I think there's a tequila called that too.
I thought it was Kathleen. I thought Hornitos was a meal at Taco Bell. That's something you ordered. I thought it was
it's actually
a premium tequila.
And it's one of the better tequilas.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Crafted with 100% blue agave.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
Talk to El Suenco for more information.
I knew I heard that
All
name.
right. So that's Hornitos. Coulterville is also, we were talking about that earlier. This town is named after George B. Coulter. He was the first storekeeper in the region. Mm-hmm. So in 1849, Coulter was operating a store farther west of the Merced River. Is that how do you say it? Merced. Merced.
Might be.
Okay. Well, anyway, he heard that there was a large amount of miners in the area working, so he capitalized on that. he opened a store. He set up a business, and this I didn't understand what this meant. So, but I'll tell you what I pictured it meaning, which might be kind of ridiculous.
All right.
But anyway, Coulter, he set up his business by merely swinging his tent from the limb of a convenient tree, and from the apex of the tent, he flew a small American flag And because of this, the Mexican miners, who were in the majority at the time, called the location Banderita, which means little flag.
Okay.
The settlement was known by that name, Banderita. However, it was re-Christianed Coulterville later on.
Okay.
But anyway, he set up his business by swinging his tent from a limb.
Right.
What in the world? Am I picturing something different that he was dangling from a limb of a tree?
No, it was just like the peak where he tied down and he,
he made a tent.
Well, he didn't make it. He used a tree to support the top peak of the tent probably and,
and
go off it with his lines.
And how was you picturing it, Kathleen? As what?
He made a tree house at the tent. Or it was dangling from a tree. It was like a hammock tent.
Yeah, that's what I was picturing.
That guy was ahead of his time.
He made a big old hammock.
And put a flag on it.
Put this little flag on it, too. And it was a little flag.
Oh,
little
no.
flag.
Oh, goodness. Okay, Banderita. That makes sense. It means little flag. There's actually a cocktail called Banderita, and it turns out layering different colors of, and I only know this because I used to, I went to bartending school. But anyway, you layer the different liqueurs, and just because of their density, they'll stay put, and it makes a little flag.
Oh, that's cool, and that's why it's called a Banderito?
Banderita.
And she did graduate, too, by the way.
I did. He helped me study, I remember.
That was back when we were dating.
Yeah.
Add that to Kathleen's resume. Check.
Yes, I used to bartend at a Mexican restaurant.
Wow.
It's only because of mistaken identity.
They thought I was Hispanic.
Yeah.
So I got a job there.
Oh, my God. Good to know. See,
hey, it worked.
That was a closer look about Kathleen that nobody knew.
Man, there's all sorts of closer looks going on
The
tonight.
closest look.
It is a close look kind
that
of
was
night.
close and personal right there.
It was.
That's what happens when Cooley's Corner isn't around.
I know, right?
Yeah. Chaos.
So anyway, Coulterville. This is where some of the largest ledges of gold-bearing quartz in the region were found. When the placer deposits were worked over, the town assumed importance as a hard rock mining center. Coulterville suffered several disastrous fires over the years. It did destroy much of its character. I guess the original Jeffrey Hotel is a 2-story structure of adobe. It has been replaced by a larger building later. So. Just through the years with the fires, they just kept rebuilding.
Right.
But worthy of note, I'll leave you with this amusing incident.
Okay.
I think it's amusing. I don't know. This incident was concerned with the removal of one of the fire-gutted ruins of the city. And this happened around the turn of the century. The original owner, for safekeeping and unknown to the rest of the population, he sealed a quantity of gold coins in the wall. Well, following the fire of 1899, the walls with their unknown treasure were pulled down, and all of the refuse was recycled to use to fill in several large chuck holes in the street. I guess potholes, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, wow.
A few days later, following a heavy rain, a few of these old coins were exposed, and so people saw them. So further look into it, turned up additional gold pieces, and soon the entire town dropped all what they were doing, and they turned out like a little gold rush to prospect potholes. And they would use anything they could find, like butcher knives and forks and spoons, I don't know, whatever they could, just to try to dig these coins out.
Wow.
In the words of a former resident who was actually present on that occasion, said, and he, in quotes, "A fellow had to look sharp to keep from having an arm or at least a few fingers amputated in the confusion."
Oh, I bet. Wow, that's craziness.
Yes. So I thought that was pretty cool. And there was a lot of other cute little quips about all the towns that you can see. I would love to take, I wish I had the opportunity to do something like that, travel from each town to each town and just learn the history of the Motherlode town.
That would be cool.
It would be cool.
It would be. I think I can put that one on my bucket list.
That's probably more reasonable than
I think that's more feasible than
that is.
Getting a hexagonal slug.
Yeah.
Unless you find that magical genie lamp, you can rub it and
that's
get the
right.
coins.
Even prospecting a pothole is more apt to happen than getting that hexagon coin.
But isn't that a funny story?
It is. I could just see all these people just going nuts digging up.
Ain't that funny?
Potholes.
They drop everything they're doing and all go.
Yeah.
See, I think that's where gold fever really comes
it
from.
It really does.
Not so much nowadays, but to think that's what whole towns did.
Yeah,
they just dropped everything they were doing.
Yeah.
What would happen?
Gold fever is still around, but just a different
there
context.
It was totally crazy. And it's just funny to think they lived right there, really.
Yeah, but
I know.
So, I mean, what if there was another big gold rush strike like there was back in the day? You think people would drop everything they're doing and go again?
Oh, I think so.
Yeah, but it would have to be something really like a bad economy.
Well, I think the problem is there's so many major corporations and big money. Mm-hmm. They would seize on it. We'd probably never hear about it until it was too late.
Probably.
And they'd screw the little guy over.
And then we'd all be living in caves and tents and
probably, but
scrounging around for food.
It just makes
Bring
you
back
wonder.
The outlaw days.
Pretty much.
I say.
It just makes you wonder because people act like that over a few gold coins in a pothole. What would they do if there was like a major gold discovery again? What
I think I may go to Japan and just hang out in the airport and start looking at all the trash containers all day.
That's right.
I know.
I think so. Yeah.
No, you gotta be. No, you can't do it in the U.S. It's more prevalent. I
said Japan.
Oh well, Japan. You could Hong Kong.
Oh yeah, I did.
And Australia.
Now I
Australia's got better weather.
I read a story about a treasure, Kathleen, I think it was yesterday on Facebook, that was kind of like right up Dennis's alley. I don't know. It was about a Roman or a Viking piece of poo. It's like it was a Vikings, and it's in this museum, and it's worth a fortune, and it's like, what?
It's poop.
It's a piece of Viking poo. It was a major poo. And it's perfectly preserved. And they even could tell you what he ate.
Do you want me to preserve some for you?
Well, they even could tell you what he ate, Dennis. And I figure, maybe one day they'll find one of yours and it'll be in a museum.
Well, I'll get one for you.
I don't want it. The museum might. But I seen that and I'm like, what in the world? It's like, I guess
was
anything.
Was a skeleton right there too or something?
I don't know. The lady was holding it and she had it on this like glass thing and it had two round things holding it up in the air and it was perfect. And it was like, I guess anything can be a treasure, apparently. When something like that's a treasure, it's like, just makes you think a little bit sometimes, It's a treasure. It's poo, but it's a treasure.
Well, I'm just going to have to post that link to that one, too. Just for fun.
It was strange.
The Viking poo?
Yeah, I seen it on Facebook. It was a thing. It was a video of it and stuff.
And this was recent?
It was yesterday.
Right
no.
Oh, you found it, Shad?
Yeah, I posted the link.
Thank you. See?
It's dated from Viking Age York,
yes.
which is in England, northern England.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
What?
Swear to you.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
You can't make this stuff up.
Was that recently?
I don't know. Like I said, I just seen the video yesterday, so.
Well, that would definitely have made a good fun fact.
Oh, it's still one you could always take a closer look
Maybe
at.
you should take a closer look into the poo story.
Into the Viking poo story. And,
I'll put that on the list.
Yeah, I think it was back in 2010.
2010?
Was when it was originally found.
That's when they found it. Okay. But it's just odd that some workers found it or something. They were saying. And,
how did you know that's what it was? Like, I get you find gold, coins, or other artifacts like weaponry, pottery, and stuff. You pull that out of the ground, you'd be like, huh.
Exactly. What's this doing here? And throw it over to the side. Not, that looks like a Viking turd. I think we should call somebody. All
right, you can go out to California, and then where the 49ers mines start digging, maybe you can find a perfectly preserved
miners too. Yeah,
disgusting.
And sell it.
You never know.
There you go.
There have to be a lot of it around.
That's on my bucket list.
Put that on there, Kathleen. We need.
You got to trade up to get that coin. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Start with the turd. Work your way up.
Work your way up.
I think I'll just invest in a metal detector and try to learn how to metal detect.
There you go. That could work too, I guess. Just was interesting. I thought that I'd share that with you, Kathleen. I didn't know if you'd seen it. And
no, I didn't.
I seen it yesterday. And I kind of thought so myself. I was like, the things that people consider to be treasures. It's priceless. Like, okay.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, okay. It's priceless to you. It ain't worth nothing to us. Good God, it's crazy. You just never
That was my closer look.
Kathleen,
that
was awesome.
And thanks, Shad, for the little tidbits.
For the closest look.
There's so much I want to say on these things, but then I don't want to sound like I'm just reading to people. No. So I like the little breaks.
You're doing fine. Yeah, you guys do awesome with it. It's great is what it is. We love it. I enjoy it. I really enjoy the closer looks. And it's kind of just like the news. I just enjoy it all. It makes for good entertainment that we can listen to, make fun of, and just whatever.
And I related it to Mother's Day.
Exactly.
Look at that.
Exactly, you did.
The mother load.
Exactly, the mother load.
And now you know.
And I guess I kind of related the Pooh story to it too, because that was like the mother load that they found. So it kind of all goes hand in hand. Mother load. Yes. All right. Let's take a quick break.
Thanks a lot, Tim.
You're welcome. Something to think about. So we'll be right back, everybody.
In 1858, gold was discovered in the rivers of New Caledonia. This discovery would spark a massive gold rush. Today, the search for gold is much easier, yet still challenging with Dirt Hog Pay Dirt. At Dirt Hog, we pride ourselves on our gold and guaranteed gold amounts. Just visit dirthogpaydirt.com today and buy yourself a bag of the best pay dirt concentrates on the market. Order with confidence in Canada and North America. dirthogpaydirt.com. The best gold concentrates on the market, period. Also, be sure to check out our Honest Bonus program.
If you're interested in gold prospecting or treasure hunting as a career, hobby, passion, or just something you're interested in getting into, you have to visit goldprospectorspace.com. At goldprospectorspace.com, you'll find forums, chats, videos, blogs, sections on dry washing, metal detecting, high banking, and so much more. At goldprospectorspace.com. There's a store, classifieds, and at goldprospectorspace.com every Sunday night at 7:30 Eastern Time. Tune in to Prospectors Radio, the talk show for gold prospectors and treasure hunters. GoldProspectorspace.com is a social network with thousands of members, and everything you need is at GoldProspectorspace.com. Sign up today and get connected to others who share your love of gold and gold prospecting. Let the treasure hunt begin at GoldProspectorspace.com. GoldProspectorspace.com.
You're listening to Prospectors Radio, bringing you 2 hours of information and commentary on the fascinating world of gold prospecting and treasure hunting.
All right, everybody, we're back. Dang it, I forgot to have Dennis do his trivia thing. So, Dennis, I want you to do it now because we're out of break. So...
Nah, that's okay.
No.
I'm getting used to being forgotten about.
No,
That's all
well,
right.
you're
We're good.
sitting back there all quiet, and I forgot about you. Go ahead and do it now because I got some things I got to talk about, and that'll give people some time to look. So go ahead and give us a trivia question while I announce some of these things. So give us a question. Dig in your Snapple box. Snapple box.
Well, I got one here. I'm going to try to make this a little bit harder to look up.
Okay, yeah, please.
So, what word comes from an old Proto-Germanic word meaning to cook?
Huh?
There you go. That's what I wanted to hear.
How are they even going to look for that one? All right, people. Let's see. Google that one. All right. So while you guys are trying to Google that one, I want to mention a few things. I want to mention that we got our GPS giveaway going on right now. You just click the giveaway tab, and it'll take you right to it. And that's just being sponsored by our friends over at Spike Strike. Our good friend Spike Johnny's donated a gold ram, so check that out. Easy peasy to enter that one. And Dan, we have our Crony Club giveaway going on for all the Crony Club members as well. And Dan, we have our quarterly nugget giveaways going on the Crony Club, sponsored by our good friends over at Dirt Hog. And Dan, we have the one on the Patreon site, sponsored by our good friends Gary Bast over at Tommy Knockers Pay Dirt. So check all them out. I feel like I'm forgetting a giveaway, I swear it. But that's those. All right, people. Culinary, Dennis. Barbecue.
Oh, really? That's some of the...
That's two so far. Barbecue, fry. Fry is one. Fry, barbecue, culinary, and that's what I'm seeing. So
Fry sounds like fry sounds German.
And Koch, K-O-C-H. Let me know if any of them's it.
I'll let you know as soon as you get the right answer.
Okay, got it. Well, they'll keep a guessing, see? They ain't got it yet, people. Come on.
Saute.
Oh, saute is a good one. Let me see.
That's not it.
That's it. Boil.
Bake,
boil. Barbecue, fried. Saute.
Nobody got it right yet?
No.
Nope.
Stir fry.
No.
That's Asian.
Dang. Roast.
No. Dude, this is really going to throw you for a loop.
It's a tough one. Give them a couple more minutes if you want, Dennis. Let's give them a...
Oh, yeah.
What is it again? Read it one more time.
Yeah, read it one more time.
I don't know, man, because then someone's going to actually then write it down and get it. Okay, what word comes from an old Proto-Germanic word meaning to cook?
Carbonara? Poach? Smoked?
Got him.
Leap shin?
Stumped him.
Leap
I
shin?
stumped him.
You've definitely stumped him. Google ain't helping this time.
Braise.
Braise? Oh.
I know Shad's probably working on it right now.
I bet he is. He got it.
Yes, he
That's
is.
why he had you ask it again. You know?
Well, I'm
Hey,
just curious.
The answer
Really
is, since nobody can't get it, and I stumped everybody on this one.
You stumped him.
I stumped them. I won.
You won.
The answer is the word bride. B-R-I-D-E. You know, like husband, your bride.
Yeah.
The word
Really?
bride comes from an old Proto-Germanic word meaning to cook.
I'll be darned. See, you got him that time, Dennis. That's one for you.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to
finally.
look for. I'm going to look for the ones that Google can't help you with.
Yeah, there you go. Give yourself a mark.
Well, see, that one's tough because there's so many different types of Old German. So people got a little close, but it was in the Middle Low German and different eras of German.
That was cool.
Yeah, I'm sure
Right.
that
Right.
stumped people. I'm sure that's why people were stumped.
Yeah.
It's not the Snapple real fact German, so...
But you got him, Dennis. That's all that matters.
I got 'em.
You won this round. That was one for Dennis finally.
That's what I'm going to do. I need to start going through my caps and find the really hard ones.
Yeah. Because that's a good idea.
Well, you need to Google them first to see how hard it is.
How hard it is to find it. Very cool. Good job, Dennis. Dennis stumped the listeners tonight.
Yep, the GPS guy.
Yeah. Oh, hey, guys, tonight if we get 192 plays, we'll have 100,000 plays.
Wow.
On the show.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's great.
We're 192 away from 100,000.
We need 192 more people.
192 listeners tonight, and we'll be at 100,000 plays. Pretty cool, right? 100,000. Yeah. That's a big number. I like it. And that's not including, like, I think iHeart and stuff like that. So that's just like Spreaker and the branded players that we have posted. So that's good. That's real good. Thank you all for that, for listening. That much. 100,000 since we've been here on Spreaker. So that's pretty good. And with Spotify, I got a message today. They're a little behind. It could take up to 6 weeks to be approved. But so
hey, Tim.
Yes, sir.
We're at 100,092 plays on Spreaker.
Oh, we went on. Awesome.
Yay!
Thank you. Yeah.
Just saying.
Way to go. We did it. We topped 100,000. About time.
Thank you out there for listening.
Yes. Yep. Thank you all. Very cool. We did it. Man, I would have never dreamed that, but we've done it. 100,000. Very cool. I love it.
I guess people like you.
I like us. They like us. They like
they like Timmy.
They like our craziness, is what it is.
Pretty soon I think you need to start a new segment then, Tim, just for you.
What? Like what? Any ideas?
How to wash your car properly.
I was
thinking go over different techniques.
I was thinking about it. We could have I can use Kathleen's dredge bubble sounds, and I'll be like, yeah, today we're using this soap today.
Sponge and Suds is what you could call it.
Sponge and Suds with Tim Grimes.
I was also thinking for your dredge, just so you keep it safe and stored properly, you should do what they used to do with old military equipment, how they encased it with the special covering so it wouldn't get any rust, wouldn't get dinged up.
Oh, like
and you just peel it off when you're ready to use it because, once a year, you should be good to go.
It should be. See, what would be cool would be to get some of that armor coating like they spray in truck beds and spray the whole dredge like that to where it's like indestructible and it wouldn't get scratched or nothing. And it'd be like a military vehicle, too. See? It'd be cool. I'm with you there. I'll work on the car wash segment. Washing and waxing with Tim.
Hey, for all we know, we've been washing cars wrong our whole lives. Right. So we hear it from the expert.
Well, I didn't get to wash it this weekend because it's going to rain. I said,
I can help you out with a video commercial on that one.
Can you? Oh, no. Oh, okay, Dennis. You could help me. Scary, but okay. I'm good.
I have a tip.
Let's hear it.
When you're done.
I like tips. Let's hear a tip. Come on.
Do not let your wetsuit drop on a patch of poison ivy and then wear it.
And then wear it.
Because I am covered in poison ivy.
How did you let it?
I just got one little spot and it faded away already.
I've got it all over.
I'm going to ask this question, Kathleen.
Because
I'd burn it off.
I just get a bad reaction to it.
I'm going to ask this question. And how did you drop your wetsuit in a patch of poison ivy?
It was hanging on a thing, and then it fell, and...
A thing?
And it was there.
And it was there, and a thing. Okay, so poison ivy's out. Full force, huh?
Yeah, and I'm very, very itchy right now.
Oh, no. Oh, not good.
Let's just say some people need to do some property maintenance on some areas.
Spray some poison ivy.
Yeah, the grass and the ticks.
I'm sending medical bills to them.
And the poison ivy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, gosh.
Where we were just insane.
Oh, man. Not good. Well, hopefully that gets a little better for you, They said, something, rub dirt on the poison ivy, it takes the oil out of your skin. Interesting. Good to know. I'll try that. But I don't get poison ivy. I'm one of them lucky ones. Knock on wood.
Oh, cool. We're going to have an experiment.
Well, no, I'm not going to go rolling. But if I brush into it or something, it don't bother me. I've never ever had it, but I'm not rolling in it.
You in it. Watch.
I'll just use some car wash soap and take care of it, and it'll be gone. So no worries. I'm good. It's all about the car wash soap, Shad. That's it. All right, Kathleen, I need you to get a name for us.
A name?
Yeah, we're going to give away a pan of vial from our friend.
And you know what? While she's getting a name ready, I forgot. You know what I forgot?
What'd you forget?
I forgot to wish all the mothers a happy Mother's Day.
Yes, you did. Well,
happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there.
Yes, sir. That's from our very own Dennis Dayton. Happy Mother's Day, everybody. Yeah, because I did it at the beginning of the show. So you were.
And I didn't say it, so I wanted to say it.
Okay, well, you're good. So right now, Kathleen's drawing up a name for a gold pan vial from our good friends over at MakeYourOwnGoldBars.com. Oh, she's got a name. And the rules are as always. If Kathleen calls your name, you have 1 minute, 30 seconds to answer in the Gold Prospector Space chat room that you are here. Hold on, Kathleen. Let me get that music queued up.
Should have been ready.
It would have been, but I was talking to All right, it's ready now. Go ahead, Kathleen.
And the name is Eric Pendleton.
Eric Pendleton. 1 minute, 30 seconds.
Oh, there we go.
There's Dennis. Eric Pendleton.
Oh, he's here.
He's here already. Well, let's listen to this for 1 more minute. Eric.
Well, that doesn't give people incentive to say they're here.
I know. Yeah, you're right.
Congratulations, Eric.
Yes, congratulations, Eric. Shad, will you get his mailing info?
You got it.
You're the man. So, Eric, Shad's going to side chat you. Look for it to pop up above the members online there and give them your mailing info. We'll get that information to Steve Hamilton, and he will send that out to you. So very cool there. Got another winner. Let me think, what else? Oh, don't forget to tune in Tuesday nights for Tuesday Night Hangouts over there on the YouTube with Ed, Jess, and Dano at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So be sure and check that out. They're live over there, so tune in for...
And then Wednesday night, we'll be here.
That's right, Wednesday. At what time, Kathleen?
That's Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time and 6 p.m. Pacific?
I think
there you go.
Okay.
Good job, Kathleen.
6 p.m. Pacific.
And that's for West Coast Wednesday right here on Prospector Radio. So very cool. See? We're on top of this, I think. Seems like we are anyway, don't it, Kathleen? See?
Yeah, I wonder. Well, I think I've seen some of our West Coast listeners tonight in Cali. So the thing I did tonight would have been kind of interesting.
Oh, that was
kind
of up there, right up their alley, wasn't it? Sure
yes.
Was. So that was kind
of... It was an extended fun fact.
It was kind of a twofer. Twofer. Wait a minute, what's that? Okay. I was just reading something. Sorry. What am I forgetting? Shad, did you have any events this week, Shad? I couldn't remember.
Well, I'm doing a song and dance down at the club tomorrow. Oh, wait.
Other events.
Let's see. No, I don't have any this week. I think on Wednesday, though, we'll take another look and get it all updated, because I do think there's one coming up next weekend, but can't remember off the top of my head.
Okay.
Besides all the giveaways going on, make sure you click all the tabs. Crony Club, you don't have to be present to win. Just be a Crony Club member.
Yep.
Got that cool giveaway going.
Yepper.
The regular GPS giveaway. Make sure. Follow the instructions. It's easy as heck to win or enter.
It sure is easy to enter. Very easy to enter.
I wouldn't know, because we don't get anything ever.
Don't feel bad.
Just abuse from you, Tim.
Oh my gosh! I know I'm mean.
Yeah, but everyone make sure you check out all the tabs on the site if you're new. Got a lot of great videos and links and tips and all sorts of things to learn about all types of prospecting and treasure hunting, and good forums, good chats.
Good time.
Definitely check out the whole site. Use it.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely use it. That's what it's there for, to be used, you know.
And if you like to see something or hear something different or whatnot, don't be afraid to go to that little suggestion box button and post it there.
That's right. That's what that's for.
Have you received anything?
Nothing recently, no.
No, not recently. No, we've been pretty good, you know. Usually, sometimes
We should.
What?
We should have viewer mail or listener mail.
Oh, that would be
and
cool.
Somebody should read what if we get any comments or whatever, and we'll read them on the air.
But it's got to be anonymous. It can't be like a forum or blog on here where everyone can see. That way, it's people are more comfortable with it
if it's anonymous.
Yeah.
Right. Well, how would you do that?
They need to send a real letter.
Or couldn't they send us a message to our message inbox and we just read it?
There you go.
And, we don't have to say the name unless they want us to. And it could be like our listener mail. Because all of our...
listener mail.
Listener mail. They could send it to us. They could send it to us in regular mail if they want, or they could send it to us in a message. And we'll read it. Whoever gets it that week, Dennis, Kathleen, Shad, Rich, whoever, will read it off that week. It's time for listener mail, and everybody can read their mail they got or their message.
This could be good or bad.
It could go either way. It could be hate mail. It could be
funny too.
We have some characters out there.
Yeah, we do.
That's right. Yes, they do. So I say, unless noted, unless they put in a note that we get to say who it's from, unless they say don't say it's from me. Other than that, you could say, I received a letter from Dennis Dayton today, and Dennis says blah 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 blah. But if he puts it,
if you want it to be anonymous,
right.
We had another listener, so
right. Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I say it'd be funny if it's all anonymous. So
oh, you think you want to leave?
We
it
don't
all
tell
anonymous?
anybody who says it, and they got to try to figure it out.
Oh, we could do that too.
That
okay,
would be
let's
better,
do that. It's all anonymous. So if you send it to us, we will not say your name. And then people can just try to figure out who sent us it, so you have...
And then we can do a contest on the best one. Who said this?
Yeah, and you could send it to any of us because we're all right here on GPS, so you can send it to our inbox. If you're not our friend, just send us a friend request. We'll accept it. That way you can send it to us. No worries there. So let's get them. Let's see some start coming in. By next Sunday, we'd like to kick this off with listener mail. I like it. I think it's cool. Oh, and don't forget, we forgot one thing, Shad. I knew we was forgetting something. To dress your dredge.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
You only got less than 2 weeks left to get your entry. We've had a couple more now.
Yeah.
So, time's a wasting. Either that or, I tell you, the odds are going to definitely be in their favor.
Oh,
going to get some crony cons. Crony
cons. Courtesy of the cronies. That's right. Crony cons.
I almost want to tell you, Tim, hold back some gold now, but oh well. It's a lot of gold going to be in there, I'll tell you that.
There's going to be, yeah. It's going to be well worth getting. Whoever gets it will be happy. They'll get some nice gold to pan out, and they'll have fun doing it, and it will be awesome. So, like Shad said, there was a few more entries, I believe, so the odds are good. If you want to enter, you got to enter. You ain't got much time left. So, very cool. So, let's work on the listener mail. Send us your messages. We don't care. Well, good or bad, we'll read them. I like it. And become a crony. Become one of our patrons. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, the official Gold Prospector Space Prospector Radio page. Check us out on YouTube, everywhere else. Listen to us whenever you can. We want to thank everybody for taking us over 100,000 listens tonight. And heck, I think that's it. We can go ahead and wrap it up. Shad, did you get that information and send it to me yet?
Already sent it to you, sir.
You the man. Thank you. So on that note, we'll go ahead and wrap things up. And like I said, I just want to thank you guys for being here. Dennis, Kathleen, Shad. Rich, we missed you tonight. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Happy Mother's Day. We're out of here.
Thanks,
Good night,
everyone.
everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Be sure to tune in next Sunday at 7:30 for another great show. For updates and more info, please go to www.prospectorsradio.com.